game. So this is a non-conference game for us tonight. Scottsburg coming in tonight. This is our senior night. We want to say congratulations to our 5 seniors. All 5 of them are just outstanding young ladies and got just great futures ahead of them. So excited to see what looks forward, what's next for them. I'll give you a quick shout out to those seniors. We had Abby Fowler, one of the fastest women alive, I think. Is just going to have just great success in the track and field world. You've got Eliza Starrett and Sydney Burton, both of just absolutely just killed it last year in tennis, advancing along the way. I had both of them a part of that volleyball team this year that went to the semi-state. Just had a great career there. And then Addie and Avery Smith. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. Addie and Avery Smith, who have just a fantastic volleyball career here. Again, one of the strongest teams we've ever had. And then a part of this team, Addie and Sydney have been kind of the leaders on this team so far this year, leading us some points and just getting us going as anytime we were down. So again, just hats off. I've had all these girls in class are just phenomenal students and more importantly, just phenomenal ladies. So we want to again, just their parents have done a great job of raising just wonderful ambassadors of our community. So that being said, we'll get into some of tonight's game. Kind of a rare occurrence. We are going to Scottsburg. Scottsburg's coming in the season winless. This is a team that has struggled this year. I know they battled injuries. They lost some key players, and then they had some. I think it was an ACL injury and a concussion. I think they've got another girl Moon's out tonight. Just a team that's kind of decimated. They graduated Ellie Richardson this past year. Just one of the best players to come through Scottsburg in several years. Really just kind of was their whole life for the last few years. Ellie's now playing in college. They just haven't been able to fill her shoes between some of the injuries and Ellie leaving has just been something that they've kind of struggled with. And so, coming in 0-21 is rare. This is one of the strongest historical programs in maybe the state. Coming in and hoping to get off the loss column. They got just 2 games. They got us tonight, and then they've got Jeffersonville next week. Maybe a tough road ahead. So, obviously, we want to capitalize on some of their misfortune and come out and play well. And we're still kind of getting ready. We're gearing up for the tournament. The draw will be this Sunday, so both these teams will kind of know who we're going to play. Eastern is hosting the sectional the first week of February. If you guys want to come out, we do not know when we play. We'll find out on Sunday. But we'll put that out there. You guys got to come out and support. It should be a sectional we've got a great chance to be successful in. But for tonight, again, Eastern being led by Addie Smith and Sydney Burton. Addie right now is leading the way for us. I'm looking up some numbers here real quick. There we go. Addie's leading us right now is about 13.6 points per game. Maybe 3 or 4 games ago, she did reach her 1,000-point mark. Then Sydney Burton's coming in at about 11.8 points a game. She reached her 1,000th point in this last game. So 2,000-point scorers on this Lady Musketeer basketball team. That's a very rare accomplishment. I don't know that that's ever happened before. I would have to go back and look. I'm pretty confident that's never happened on the same basketball team. So quite a feat for both of them. And then they're helped out there by Katie Hunter, averaging just under 9 points a game. Bailey Robbins is back. She had missed a few games due to some head injury. She is back. She's averaging about 8 points a game. And then we got Bailey Trainer averaging about 5 a game. And then Avery, I think, is going to be back. I don't know if she's going to be on a minutes restriction or not. She had an injury to her foot, and so she's come back. We definitely want to see if we can get her back to full strength before we go down to the end of our season. For Eastern, we've got just a few games left. We've got Silver Creek this weekend. Silver Creek is the #1 team in 3A. We're going to have to need everybody. We're going to need everybody, and we're going to have to play a really good basketball game to come out and compete. For those of you guys on the radio, that game has been moved to the afternoon as of right now. It was supposed to be a night game, but due to all the storms and the stuff that's supposed to come, they have moved that. It's a JV game at 11, varsity around 12:30. So we will see. Again, right now that is the plan, barring any other weather. I'm sure Sean Smith will get that information out there as quick as can if anything else changes to that. But that will be on Saturday afternoon. We got Silver Creek, and then next week we've got Paoli and Borden. So it's going to finish out our season with Paoli and Borden. Borden would be a chance to win another conference title in this new Southern Athletic Conference. Right now, Borden is undefeated. I think they're playing Henryville tonight, which is their next to last conference game. I'm pretty confident in that. Yeah, they got Henryville tonight. And right now, I think they are undefeated in the conference. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, they are 6-0 in the conference. We are 6-0 in the conference. Borden is 5-0 in the conference. If Borden was able to win tonight against Henryville, we would be tied. And so next week would be for a conference championship. Again, if we were able to win that volleyball conference championship for the first time back in this conference. And so this would be the second one. And that's, again, that's what you want to do. You want to go out and compete at a high level. Again, we've had a great season. I'm sure Coach Drury's got several games he'd like to get back and redo this and redo that. And we've been in several games. The difference between being 13-5 and maybe 17-1 or something like that is just a few plays, a few calls, a few something, right there on the precipice of something incredibly special. You look at our season, we lost by 3 to Brownstown, lost by 3 to Southwestern. Columbus, they beat us by 12, but that game was pretty close most of the game. And then Charlestown may be one of the best teams that I've seen this year, beat us about 14. So again, we've competed at a really high level, and I'm sure just with this last week or so before the tournament, Coach Drury was saying, what can we finish? What can we finish to get ready? What we improve on? What tweaks can we make? Just kind of get down this last stretch. Again, getting everybody healthy. We haven't been healthy in almost a month now, just where we've had full strength and everybody in play. So we'll see kind of what's going on. Well, again, we don't know exactly if Avery's going to be on a minutes restriction or even if Bailey's going to be restricted at all or not. As far as I know, I think they're both fair games and free to go. So going up against Scottsburg, Scottsburg again struggling throughout this season. Scottsburg just had a really close game with Salem just a week ago. Really, it was a tight game all the way through kind of that third quarter, and Salem able to kind of blow it open. Ended up winning by 8 against the Warriorettes. And then Scottsburg they played just an absolutely incredibly difficult schedule, playing a good chunk of the Hoosier Hill schools. They're playing Indianapolis Chittard and then one of the tournaments playing Batesville, Madison. They had to go ahead and play Madison again just this past week. So again, they don't pad their schedule at all, and so some of their difficulties are very, very warranted. We are going to be ready. We got about 20 seconds. We're going to have the national anthem in the starting lineups. We will be right back with the tip-off. This is going to be Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium, and we're ready for the starting lineup for tonight's big game. The crowd is on their feet, and they're going wild. The team is coming onto the court. Here comes the quarter pounder with cheese, along with the spicy McCrispy and the McDouble. And starting at center tonight will be the Big Mac. And ready to come into the game at any time is a play of fish. Look on the sideline, folks. We have chicken nuggets cheering along with the golden delicious fries. They're hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into McDonald's in Salem, West Baden, and Mitchell before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink and that one-of-a-kind Mickey D's sweet tea. Or hot or cold coffee drinks from the McCafe. Order inside or drive-thru now with the 2 lanes and use the mobile app for great deals. And get your food delivered at home or at the curbside. You can order at halftime and enjoy that one-of-a-kind taste without missing the next play. Set a pick and roll on into McDonald's today. You'll be loving it too. Drive-thru open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. And don't forget to catch WSLM's Coach's Corner live at McDonald's in Salem on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I'm loving it. Hi, this is Becky White from WSLM, and we'd like to all wish you a Happy New Year from all of us staff and management. And thank you for tuning in and making us your home for winter and spring sports. We've got wall-to-wall coverage of local high school girls and boys basketball, plus IU, Purdue, and Indiana Pacers basketball, and the excitement of the IU football team as they head towards the Peach Bowl and a possible national title. And coming up in March, don't forget, Reds baseball. And I would like to personally thank you for tuning in to your local radio station, WSLM.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming, but expert relief is closer than you think. Schneck now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, Schneck Neurosurgery and Schneck Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of Schneck Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. Schneck Spine Care Program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads Schneck Orthopedic Spine. Together, these 2 practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's Schneck, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care without having to travel far. Visit schneckmed.org to learn more. Schneck Orthopedic Spine and Schneck Neurosurgery. Expert spine care close to home.
And we're back here. And we're back here at Eastern High School. Starting lineups first for the Warriorettes. It's going to look like number 10, Sarah Gago. Number 14, Addison Eldridge. Number 23 is going to be Riley Age. Number 25, Aria Stillions. And then number 44, KK Grogan. And for the Lady Musketeers, looks like she is going to start all seniors tonight. It's going to be Eliza Sterrett, Abby Fowler, Sydney Burton, Maddie Smith, and Avery Smith. We'll see what kind of tempo this game is going to be played at. Eastern probably had the most success this year when we've been able to play up and down and press a little bit and try to get some buckets off of our defense. We'll see if that's going to be the strategy tonight. That has been probably what I've seen. Coach Drury's probably seen lots of teams do. Scottsburg is just really kind of hamper them in the press and see if they can't really kind of create something on that front. The tip is going to be, Avery Smith is going to be going up against Aria Stillions. And the tip's going to be controlled by Sydney Burton. He's going to get it out to Addie Smith. Addie Smith's going to bring it out. Scottsburg in a 1-2-2 zone. Find Fowler in the corner. Reverse to Avery. Gets it inside to Burton. Burton kicks to Addie Smith for 3. And no good. Rebound by Avery Smith. Offensive rebound there by Eliza Sterrett. She's going to kick it out. Avery Smith thought about a 3. No good. She's going to drive down to the baseline. Puts it up. No good. It's going to be a rebound there by Grogan. Several opportunities for the Lady Musketeers. Is not able to put it in. Scottsburg going the other way. It's going to be Stillions. She's going to get to Grogan. Grogan's going to fire for 3. No good. Rebounded there by Burton. Maddie Smith looking to push. Kicks it to Fowler in the corner. Fowler looks inside. Gets the ball inside of Burton. She gets hammered on the inside. No call. Maddie Smith's going to drive. She pulls up in the lane for about 5 foot. Burton's going to put it. Oh, she missed it. Got her own rebound. She's going to put it back up again. Not the most amazing start. That's going to be a foul there on number 10, Gago. Burton's going to go to the line for 2. The one great thing is attacking the offensive glass. I think we had probably 5 offensive rebounds in those first two possessions. Just not able to put one down. Burton's first free throw up is no good. I do think when I was looking earlier, I think Burton was leading us in free throw percentage this year. Free throw percentage, so she is leading us at 72%. Second one is good. It's got 1-0 nothing. 1-0 lead. Eastern is going to try to press. They get a turnover right away. Addie Smith on the steal. Gets up to Avery Smith. Avery Smith is going to miss the layup. They are going to get a foul. Now a lazy pass there by Scottsburg. Fouls on 14. That's going to be on Addie Eldridge. Avery Smith going to go to the line for 2. It's so good to see her back out there. She brings so much to the game. Just her defensive, is able to handle the ball a little bit. She can get to the rim if she needs to. She gets second chance points. She just plays smart basketball. Makes the first one, misses the second one. Rebound by Grogan there. Scottsburg trying to get it up the sideline. Eastern in the man-to-man, which hasn't been our common defense, but it's going to be Jago out top. Gets it to Eldridge. Gets inside to Grogan. Grogan being guarded there by Eliza Sterrett. Gets it to Eldridge in the corner. Eldridge going to get into the lane, pulls up free throw line. No good. Rebound Addie Smith, and she's looking to run. Coach Drury saying, go, go, go. Addie gets it out, gets it down to Fowler. Fowler finds Burton. Burton had a spin, had an open look, but it looks like they're going to get her for a grab ahead. They're going to call that on 10. That's going to be Gago. She picks up her second. Into the game, that's going to be Caroline Justice. Eastern inbounded the ball and went right off of Eliza's foot, right to Scottsburg. Turnover, Eastern up 2-0. Grogan on the drive, finds Eldridge. Eldridge out to Stillions. He's being guarded there by Burton. Eldridge gets out to Grogan. Grogan thought about a 3. Gets it over to Age, who was cutting, and she's going to take it away. Avery's going to come up with a steal. Finds Eliza. A nice bounce pass there by Avery Smith. Eliza Smith is able to finish, but she's going to go line for 2. That's going to be a foul on Grogan. A very, very tight window that Avery's able to get that in between. I kind of thought she was going to take it herself, but she makes that bounce pass. Eliza able to come up with it. 9:36 to play. Eliza's three-point play is successful. We were up 5-0. Eastern in their diamond press. Avery with the deflection. It ends up in the hands of Burton. She's going to look ahead to Fowler. Fowler misses the layup. But again, good pressure there by the Musketeers. It'll be Eldridge in the corner. Fowler fell down. Don't know exactly what happened. She is holding her knee. Hopefully nothing happened there. She went down, and I couldn't tell. She doesn't look like she's in a ton of pain, but she's definitely favoring that knee. He is going to come out. Hopefully there's nothing crazy going on there. Abby is just a phenomenal runner, and I think she even holds several of our records here. Or if not, she's close for many of our sprints. Trainer, take a look at her. We always want to give a shout out to Casey Kalin. She just does a fantastic job with our athletes, just taking care of them, making sure they have what they need, making sure that she gets them diagnosed as quickly as we can. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Again, hopefully everything is okay with her. We'll be right back. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLN.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
And we're back. She was able to come off the floor. We'll just keep an eye on that. Bailey Trainer will check in. It's going to be Addie Smith for 3. The other side, no good. Eastern coming out a little bit cold. Able to get quite a few good shots. We just got to get some to fall. Scottsburg's going to go the other way. Like 34, McNeely checked in for the Warriorettes. It's up to Stillions on the sideline. That's going to be Justice going to fire for three. I don't know if she got a piece of it or she just airballed it. It's going to be Trainer. Eliza saves the ball on the rebound. Trainer ends up with it. It's to Addie Smith trying to get in the lane. Kicks it out to Avery. Avery gets it inside. Tried to go to Eliza. It ended up being a kind of a pinball, and Scottsburg's going to come away with the steal. Going to be Stallions. It's it out to Age. Going to be, let's see, that's McNeely. Fired from about 15. No good. Be rebounded there by Avery Smith, and they're going to get a foul there. That foul is going to be on 44. Grogan, her second. Right off the bat, Gago with 2 and Grogan with 2. Each are doing a really nice job just rebounding the basketball right now. Avery Smith's going to go to the line for 2. That is going to put us in the bonus. First one is no good. For the Warriorettes, number 11, that's going to be Sophie Riley's going to check in for Grogan. So a fairly small lineup right now for the Warriorettes. And then Katie Hunter going to check in for the Musketeers. Second free throw is also no good. Rebound Scottsburg going the other way. 5-0 in favor of the Warriorettes. They get it up to Riley. Eastern staying in that man-to-man. Back to Riley. Riley little floater down the right side. No good. Rebounded there by Addie Smith. She's looking to run. Gets it to Trainer up the floor. Finds Avery Smith. Avery shot fake. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Scottsburg. Again, just a great look. Just not able to get it sort of down. That's going to be, looks like Riley's going to fire for 3. Looking to run. That's going to be Trainer looking up the sideline. Trainer finds Avery Smith. Out to Addie Smith. Addie Smith finds a Hunter on the wing for 3. No good. Again, rebound Scottsburg. A lot of quick shots right now. That's going to be Justice up the sideline. Gets it to Age. Age driving down the baseline, being guarded by Trainer. Gets it out to Justice. Going to be out to Riley. Riley almost got taken away by Addie Smith, and that's Avery Smith diving on the floor. She's going to get the steal, get it to Addie Smith. Addie's going to go to the rim, misses the first, gets blocked, it looks like, and then gets her on rebound, misses the second one. That's going to be McNeely going the other way. And it looks like a Hunter got it back tip there, tipped it out of bounds. I think Addie Smith didn't realize how open she was. Bailey Robbins is going to check into the game for the Musketeers. And it looks like Anissa Eldridge is going to check in. Five to nothing with 2:47 to play here in the first quarter. Inbounded to McNeely. He finds Justice. Justice on the other baseline, no good. Rebound Scottsburg. It's going to be McNeely again, and she's going to fire for 3 and good. And Eastern getting quite a few great looks. We're just not able to get them in there. Addie out top. 1-2-2 zone for the Warriorettes. Burton in the middle. Kind of just throws up an awkward shot there. No good. Scottsburg on the rebound. Going the other way. Gets it up to McNeely. McNeely on the baseline. They kick it back out to Justice. That's going to be over to Eldridge. Back out to Justice. Back out to Eldridge. Eastern staying in that man-to-man. Not putting a ton of pressure on the ball. I think we can get up and guard these girls a little bit harder than that. Eldridge drives in. Looks like it's going to be tipped out of bounds there by Hunter. Coach Daniels for Scottsburg saying, shoot the ball. That number 2, Miss Eldridge, got it into the lane. She was open. She just did not take the look. Scottsburg gets the ball into Stallions. Out to McNeely. Looks like it was tipped there by Addie Smith, tipped out of bounds. Coach Daniels is going to call a timeout. Minute 39 to play. And she is not happy right now with their getting open looks and just absolutely refusing to take them. they're only down 5-3 right now. Eastern has not shot the ball well in this first quarter. And Coach Daniels is saying, you got to go out and make it happen. You would think that maybe she was a little bit more happy. They played decent defense, and they're in the ball game right now. And she's like, you got to go and shoot the ball. So Coach Drury saying another thing: just keep taking good shots. Don't rush your shots. Take a good look, and they will begin to fall. I'm sure that this team, as we can continue to put some pressure out there, we're going to get a run here at some point, maybe to finish out this quarter, start this second quarter. We're going to get a little 8-0, 10-0 run to see if we can extend this a little bit. It'll be Eldridge out top, being guarded by Hunter. Eastern trying to trap. Looks like they're going to that 2-3 where they're going to try to trap out of as much as they can. Almost threw it away. It ends up in the hands of Riley. Riley, a little floater, no good. Rebound Eastern. They push up the Trainer on the wing. Back out to Addie Smith. Addie gets it corner to Hunter. Finds Burton. A lot of contact, no good. Burton, no good. Gets it out. Finds Trainer. Then he gets her own rebound. That's going to be Robbins for three, no good. And nobody blocked out Hunter. She's going to get a rebound, puts it up, no good. Burton's going to try to get the rebound. She tried to save the ball, and she's out of bounds. 23, Riley Age is going to check in for the Warriorettes. Just under a minute. Eastern in their diamond press. We got a trap, and they're going to get it all the way up to McNeely. McNeely's going to score. And Coach Drury is not excited about what she just saw on that play. We are going to cut to a commercial. We'll be right back. It's Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating, there's one name you can count on: Temple & Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects, they've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple & Temple Excavating at 812-883-6644. Temple & Temple have been supporting Washington County for 77 years, one project at a time. Call Temple & Temple today at 812-883-6644 or find them online at templeandtemple.com, where you can also apply for job opportunities.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Lady Musketeers tied with the Warriorettes 5-5 with just under a minute to play. Again, we have had so many shot opportunities in this first quarter, just not able to get them. Had some layups, offensive rebounds, just not able to get them to fall. See if we can't go on a little run here to finish this one. Addie Smith brings it up against Scottsburg in that zone. Addie Smith on the wing. Gets it out top to Robbins. Finds Trainer. Hunter in the corner for three. And good. Sometimes we wonder if it's you just need that one shot. Scottsburg able to handle the press. Almost goes away. Just right out just over Hunter's arms. It's going to be just as she gets it into McNeely. Out to, that's going to be Eldridge for three. No good. It's going to be rebounded there by the Stillions. He's going to get it out to the 23. It's Age. No good. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. We just took a break. We'll stay right here. Eastern with an 8-5 advantage in that first quarter. Not the smoothest quarter that we've ever had. I know that Coach Drury's probably going to say, first of all, just relax. You just got to keep playing. Keep playing. Keep putting pressure on them. Just trust what's going to happen, right? And again, I think we just got to be able to get a little run here and put this thing away. With some of the struggles that the Scottsburg team's had, I'm sure if you give them, just kind of put them out of their hope process. Right now, they're thinking they got a shot, right? Eastern's got a decent record, and former conference opponents, and they're thinking, hey, they can come in and make something happen. This is one of those things you kind of got to squash that one as quickly as possible. And this is one of those times where I think you got to come out in the second quarter and just really establish yourself, establish that, hey, we are here. This is our home court. This is senior night. We're going to make sure that we take care of business and get this done. So Eastern's going to go back with adding Avery Smith, Bailey, Robbins, Sydney Burton, and Katie Hunter. So that's our usual starters. I have not got any indication from Fowler. She doesn't seem to be kind of any pain there on the end of the bench, but it may be as much precautionary as anything. There's not an issue to risk any kind of further damage or anything like that. Scottsburg gets the ball in. Eastern in that 1-2-2 zone, looking to get a trap in anywhere they can. Almost threw it away there by Age. Did not see what they called. I don't know if that was a jump ball or I looked down to look at a name, and I missed it. It's going to be Eastern basketball on the turnover. We have Hunter on the wing, finds the Robbins out top. Over to Addie Smith. Back to Hunter. Finds Avery in the middle. Finds Burton. Good ball movement there by the Musketeers. Good reversal. It's going to be Robbins for an open three in the corner. No good. Avery Smith almost had a rebound. God forgets it. And they're going out to run. Wow. Eldridge she had Riley Age open right there, but she threw the ball about 10 feet over her head. Age is pretty small. Age, I think, just listed a 5'5". I don't know if she's going to elevate and get that one. Addie Smith brings it up. Going to be out to Hunter out top. Back to Addie. Tries to get into Burton. Going to be tipped out of bounds by Scottsburg. I think there was some confusion. The wrong official called the sideline there. Be out of bounds back to the Lady Musketeers. 8-5, just a 3-point advantage right now. 7:09 to play. Gets the ball inside to Burton. Burton, no good. Just not really getting that ball up on the square. She that's going to be a deflection there by Robbins. She's going to steal the ball from number 14 who just checked in. Misses the layup. That's Addie Eldridge just checked in for Scottsburg. Going to be with Neely down the sideline. Finds Eldridge. Eldridge's going to fire for three. No good. Rebound by Hunter. Gets it over to Addie Smith to bring it up. And I bet we have probably 10 missed layups so far. It's going to be Robbins in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded there by Avery Smith. Finds Burton. Burton comes back for a right. No good. Burton gets her own rebound. That's going to be a scramble on the floor, and they're going to get a jump ball. Burton's got to be able to use that left hand. She has a left-hand layup right open, and she's got to spin back to the right. She's going into contact, going into several bodies, and just shoot that left-hand layup and take easy points. Liza Terry going to check in for Sydney Burton on the inbound. Gets it back to Addie Smith after Robbins. Addie Smith trying to get into the lane. Hunter, she's going to get into the lane. Robbins going to try to get all the way across. Kicks it out to Hunter. Good defense there by the Reds. Hunter's going to drive all the way around. Layup, no good. The ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. That's going to be Scottsburg. Get another missed opportunity for Lady Musketeers. And it looks like we're going to get a turnover. Addison Eldridge trying to find McNeely and just throws it out of bounds across court. Riley, so not Riley, that's going to be Sophie Riley's going to check in back into the game. Inbound there, Addie Smith out top. High ball screen. Over reversal to Robbins. Back out to Addie Smith. Addie's going to fire for three. No good. Going to be on the rebound. Looks like Scottsburg stepped out of bounds. Going to stay Eastern basketball. In decent looks, we just kind of keep waiting for the ball to drop. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Addie Smith brings it back out. And Scottsburg staying in that zone. Addie's able to get all the way to the rim. No good. Avery on the rebound, and she's able to get one to go. going to be Caroline Justice bringing it up. Gets it to Riley Age. She's going to get it in the middle. It's going to be Stillion. She's going to be blocked there by Bailey Robbins. Bailey Trainer going to check in for Addie Smith. 10-5, Lady Musketeers on top. We'll get the ball into Justice. Going to be back to the Age. Going to be stolen there by Eliza Sterrett. Finds Hunter over to Robbins. Robbins going to fire for three. No good. Rebounded there by Avery Smith. And they're going to get her for a travel. On that rebound, Avery had the rebound, just kind of fell down. Looks like Emma Bronner is going to check in for Avery Smith. They're going to get a quick foul on Bailey Robbins. Kind of a silly foul. She's kind of going for the steal, but going to be McNeely. They able to kind of hold her off, and then Robbins just kind of kept going through her. Eastern in that diamond press, throw it over the top. That's going to be Riley right there. Going to be a turnover deflected there by Trainer. She's going to come up with a steal. She gets it out to Robbins. Robbins finds Honor. Honor finds Bronner. Bronner puts it up. Kind of gets hammered pretty good. That's going to be 44. Grogan, who has checked back in, picks up her third foul. Grogan, one of their leading scorers. So Emma Bronner is going to go to the line for two. And the first one is good. It's Gago's going to check into the game. And Grogan's going to go back to the bench. She had just checked in recently. I'm sure she's a little frustrated with that. 11-5. Eastern's going to Bronner's free throw, second free throw, no good. 4:35 to play here in this second quarter. It is not exactly the pace that I was expecting for this game. And I figured it was going to be a little bit more chaotic here. Pass up. It's going to be stolen there by Bronner. She's going to find Hunter. Hunter's going to try to get to the rim. She's going to get fouled. No foul. Kicks it out to Robbins on the rebound by Sterrett. That rebound's going to go to Scottsburg. Another second chance opportunity, just not able to finish. It's going to be Age. Gets it over to Riley for three. No good. Offensive rebound by McNeely. She's going to put it in. 11-7 right now. Favor of the Musketeers. Trainer out to Hunter. Hunter finds Robbins. Robbins thought about a three. Gets into the lane. Little floater. No good. Rebound there by Sterrett. Sterrett's going to put it back in. Ain't good. We have gotten just about any offensive rebound we've wanted. Just got to be able to go and convert. Justice being trapped there. They get it up. That's going to be up to McNeely down the side. Tries to throw it over the top and gets it to Gago. That's going to be a steal there by Bailey Trainer. She's going to go the other way. Misses the layup on the other end. And that ball is going to be out of bounds. It's going to be back to Scottsburg. We get a steal. It's kind of a one-on-one full-court layup drill. And Trainer just unable to put it in. Addie Smith going to check back in for the Musketeers. Gets the ball into Eldridge. She's going to come up sideline. Going to be stolen there by Hunter. Hunter ends up in the hands of Bronner. Hunter finds Sterrett. Sterrett finds Trainer on the other side. Trainer for three. No good. Rebounded there by Eliza Sterrett. Left hand, no good. Rebound by Bronner. And she is going to get fouled there. Bronner's going to go back to the line for two. That foul is on 23. It's going to be Riley Age. Just her first. Bronner's going to go back to the line. First one is good. One of those, as you run down this half, you want to think about what's the positives and the negatives. The positives is, we've been able to just absolutely control the offensive glass. But at the end of the day, we've got to be able to put some buckets in. Second free throw is no good. Eastern up 14-7. Eldridge brings it down. Gets it over to Stillions. Out top to the other Eldridge. There are two Eldridges on this team. Over to McNeely. Eldridge trying to drive baseline. Gets it over to Riley H. He's gonna get fouled there. They're gonna say she was not in the act of shooting. That foul's gonna be on Bailey Trainer, her first. Scottsburg on the inbound. Gets it into McNeely. McNeely drives it. She's gonna pull up on the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Honor. Gets it out to Addie Smith, looking to run. Finds Trainer. Addie Smith finds Honor. Cross court over to Bailey Trainer. Back to Honor. She was open. Finds Addie. Smith gets into the lane. Bank shot no good. I think she's got to take one more dribble, and I think she's got a layup. Eldridge shot fake for three. She's going to pull up, shoot another three. No good. Rebound Honor. Because she got hit in the face right there. By 34. That's McNeely. Just her first. Fairly incidental, but definitely did hit her in the face. Addie Smith going to bring it up. 1:46 to play. Get it into Sterrett. She's going to kick over to Addie. Smith's going to try. Gets it into Sterrett. Sterrett steps through. No good. Another missed opportunity. And Scottsburg is going to call a timeout. It is going to be a full timeout. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the first half. This is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
The Hoosiers, the Crimson Tide, beat the college football playoff quarterfinals at the Rose Bowl. Here's a step back to Fernando. Right over the middle. He's got the handoff. Push the front. Does front end up. So it's left. Flashes it down. Here's the snap. Speed on the coach that came on. Fights his way through it. And he breaks it. Again, right up like that. This time under the right. Breaks it. Scores. This time Roman Hippie takes it into the end zone. Indiana continuing to force on. The Indiana Hoosiers play here.
And we're back. We do want to say congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers. It's just an exciting time. Not a huge football guy, but just the buzz around the state with the Hoosiers and their success. Congratulations to Coach Signetti and the Hoosiers. I know so many people are so excited for a program and a turnaround and all that kind of stuff. So it's just been fun to watch. Great sports story. Back to tonight. Cats are going to inbound, going up against the press. Down 14-7. Get the ball up to Eldridge. She's going to get triple teamed there in the corner. They're going to get it out. That's going to be Justice for three. No good. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Eastern basketball. McBurton's going to check back into the game for the Lady Musketeers. Eddie going to bring it up. 1:19 to play. Eastern up 14-7. Trying to get the ball into Burton's. And it looks like they're going to get a jump ball. That's going to be a turnover. She was double teamed. I don't know exactly what we were looking at there. Burton double team. Going to go back to Scottsburg. Trying to go up to the sideline. McNeely able to dribble through the press. Gets it to Eldridge. Eldridge kicks it all the way across to Justice. Kicks it back out to this Eldridge. Back across to McNeely. McNeely for three. No good. And that's going to be rebounded by Scottsburg. Eddie looking to push. Gets it out to Honor. over to Trainer. Trainer for three. No good. Rebound Eldridge. Gets it to McNeely. Over to Justice. Justice finds Stillions. She's going to fire for three. No good. Rebound Addie Smith. 20 seconds to play. She's going to try to get in the lane. Finds Trainer. Back to Addie Smith. She's going to get in the lane. She's going to try to shoot a layup. Misses off the bottom of the rim. Got to scramble for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Scottsburg. What a crazy, just a pinball down there. Ends up on the sideline. They're going to get a foul there on Sydney Burton. It's been an extremely weird half. Just 14-7. Eastern averaging mid-50s most of the year. Justice going to fire for three. No good. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Wow. 14-7, Lady Musketeers on top. We are going to cut to a couple of commercials, and we will be right back with some thoughts on the first half. We'll talk about some games in the area tonight, and then we'll talk a little bit about the postseason coming up. This is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272. This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana.
It's Caleb again with John Jones Auto Group. 2026 is here, and with a new year comes a new you. New goals, new plans, and maybe a new ride. At John Jones Auto Group, we believe the vehicle you drive should match where you're headed next. Whether that's a dependable truck, a family SUV, or something that just makes getting behind the wheel feel exciting again. We're proud to serve Southern Indiana with locations in Salem, Scottsburg, Gordon, and Greenville. Make 2026 the year of the new you with a new ride from John Jones Auto Group. You see so many because they paid so little.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. It's owned by Duke Energy shareholders.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on two different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely picks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker, so after the first one picks you out, you see the second, and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your betters than auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
High school sports are different, especially in Indiana, and these Hoosier student athletes couldn't agree more.
We all know the saying, in 49 states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Well, the same is true for all high school sports in Indiana, like volleyball and soccer and softball and track and so many more. We're passionate about high school sports in Indiana. They're an undeniable part of our state's culture. They're woven into the DNA of our communities. It's what we dedicate our time to. It's what brings us all together. It's what we celebrate. And as a high school student athlete, that's a pretty special environment to grow in, representing your school and having your entire community behind you. Being a high school student athlete in Indiana is something we never take for granted. And it's an experience we'll never forget either.
I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Nutty. Support Hoosier student athletes like these by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is who we are. This is Indiana. This is your IHSA.
This is the Eastern Musketeers High School Sports Halftime Report on WSLM, brought to you by these sponsors. This is...
And we're back here at Eastern High School. And again, just such a strange first half. Eastern, again, just pretty much this whole year, averaging in the 50s and 60s pretty much every single game. Just had a few games where we've been under that number, just unable to put the ball in the basket, and we just had opportunity after opportunity. We really just absolutely dominated the offensive glass, getting 2 and 3 chances. Just not able to put it in. You have to think that one, we're going to get a couple shots to fall, and we're going to be able to get some of those. Press was a little more effective in that second quarter, but just the kind of same thing. We had some just wide open looks. Got to be able to put them in. Some numbers for this first half. First of all, for Scottsburg, McNeely with all 7 points for them. Again, it's not exactly what I would have expected. I kind of expected Grogan to be kind of one of their go-to. She's in foul trouble. Grogan had 3, and then Gago was 2. Grogan missed, again, a big chunk of that second quarter, just unable to put it together. For the Musketeers, leading the way, Liza Sterrett with 5. Emma Bronner had 2, a couple free throws. Avery Smith with 3, Katie Hunter with 3, and Sydney Burton with 1. Addie scoreless in that first half, and Trainer scoreless in that first half. Again, we're going to have to get them going, make sure we can get something, just get some easy ones. This is one of the things that, as a shooter, sometimes I think let's get to the free throw line, and maybe you can put in some free throws and develop a little bit of confidence. Maybe we can get, just got to get a couple of easy ones to fall. And then all of a sudden, I think, to see how shooters can begin to be contagious and see if we can just break this thing wide open. I think you've got to set the tone this first 2 or 3 minutes of this third quarter and really just make sure that we know that we're here to play. Scottsburg, on the other hand, I guarantee they're thinking, hey, we got a shot. We're 0-21. Hey, this may be our shot. I don't care whose record it is. They're in this game. They got to get a couple shots to fall to take care of the basketball. And Coach Daniels probably telling them, hey, this is it. This is it. We're going to get one. We're going to get one. We're going to try not to be that team that goes 0 and whatever for the season. And again, Scottsburg, they're playing hard. They're just unable to get some shots to fall. Kind of the same vein. So enough for this game. We'll talk a little bit more in a little bit. For some games tonight in the area, Austin is at Indian Creek. They travel a little bit. Brownstown playing New Albany. Charlestown's at Salem. Charlestown, again, one of the strongest teams I've seen this year. So Salem, we'll see kind of how they handle that. Parksville is at North Harrison tonight. See other games. East Central playing Madison. I think Madison is the top 10 right now in 3A. Henryville Gordon in a conference game. Again, Gordon right now undefeated in the Southern Athletic Conference. I think Henryville is third behind us and Gordon. Henryville could see pulling upset. I think they've got some tools and some weapons. They're going to have to come out and play and see if they can get Gordon to the game tonight. Other games in the area that I know of, Paoli playing at West Washington tonight. Again, a game I think West Washington gets. West Washington is 12-10 right now. It's a game that they can go out and win and just keep adding to their win total. Perry Central playing at Springs Valley. Springs Valley girls right now 14-6, playing some really good basketball. Southwestern playing out South Ripley tonight. And I think that's it for our area. The new poll that came out this week, as I said earlier, Floyd Central in number 10 in 4A. They were 17 they were 18-2 there for a while. They did lose to Assumption this past weekend. They're playing Gordon on Saturday, which I think could be a solid game. Gordon, a very physical team, but Floyd just really solid. In 3A, Silver Creek number 1. That's who we will see on Saturday. Again, that is a 11 o'clock JV. It'll be about 12:30 varsity start. Silver Creek coming in number 1. Charlestown at number 4 at 18-3. Madison 10. Jennings County 9. Just 3A is very loaded in this part of the state. Then in 2A, Austin cracking the top 10. Brownstown at 12. Providence at tied for 12th as well. Both of those we could see later on down the year. And then Orleans jumping up to 3rd in Class 1A. They are 16-2 on the season right now. They just got done beating Lanesville. They're playing Crawford County tonight, which could be a really good game. Gordon then moved down to 4. They are 15-4 on the season. Trinity, number 6. Springs Valley, number 11. Christian Academy moved up to 13. They just lost a tough one to Henryville just this past week. Again, 1A in the South is just really loaded with a lot of great talent in our area. So we'll see kind of what we're gonna be made of here. That Ford sectional is going to have Henryville and Ford and Christian Academy, 3 very solid teams. West Washington's also in that sectional. The sectional that the other one I'm looking at is the one that Scottsburg is in. Scottsburg will be playing against. Let's double check. That's sectional 30. That's going to be Silver Creek, Charlestown, Madison, Ford. Just again, you got 4 really solid teams. Silver Creek number 1, Charlestown number 3, Madison number 10 in that sectional. Meanwhile, for the Musketeers, our sectional, we are hosting the sectional, and for our sectional, it's going to be Eastern Providence, which we just mentioned, tracking in that top 10. Crawford County, who's solid 14-6. Salem, Paoli, Lanesville, Mitchell, and Clarksville. So Salem's playing a little bit better, but Eastern, Providence, and Crawford, really, I think right there, all 3 kind of at the top of this list. So again, I think it's a wide open sectional. Hopefully there'll be some home court advantage. We'll just a bigger crowd, maybe give these girls a little bit of spurt of energy. I think I talked too much. We're going to get right back into this second half. Not much of a warm-up for either team. They are ready to play. East are going back with Sydney Burton, Addie Smith, Avery Smith, Katie Hunter, and Eliza Sterrett. Copper staying in that zone. Finds Hunter. Easter finds Hunter in the corner. Gets it out to Addie. Tries to throw it into Burton. She's double teamed. No good. That's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be a turnover. Yeah, I think it's a great idea to get Burton involved, but that zone has just collapsed too quickly. I don't know where we're trying to force that in there. That's for going the other way. They get it up the sideline. It's going to be a steal by Sydney Burton. Threw it over the head of Eldridge. That was over and back. It was pretty bad, bad over and back. The official just flat missed it, and then it was way too late. He did make the right call. Some Scottsburg fans are like, Scottsburg going the other way. Ball tipped. It'll be tipped out of bounds. It'll be Scottsburg basketball. Eldridge going to inbound. Close to a 5-second count. It's going to be stolen by Burton. She's going to find Avery Smith running the other way. Avery's going to go to the rim. No good. Hunter on the rebound. The officials pointed different ways. They're going to say it was off Burton. I think that was the right call. The lead official underneath the basket signaled back to Eastern. But the official to see on this side had a much better look at that. Eastern pressing here. Eldridge get trapped in the full court, throws it away. They're going to get the other Eldridge back in the game for right there. Eddie Eldridge just struggling against this pressure just a little bit. Scottsburg not starting the game back with Grogan. They're going to say that ball was tipped. I didn't realize that. Scottsburg gets it down to, it's going to be down to Stillions, back out to Eldridge. That's going to be out of bounds. Didn't see what happened there. Didn't look like anybody touched it. It's going to say Eastern basketball. Eastern on top, 14-7, 6:59 to play. Just a minute into this third quarter. Addie Smith bringing it up. Over to Avery Smith. Over to Hunter. Back to Avery. Over to Hunter. Hunter thought about it on the wing. Drives baseline. A lot of contact. Sydney Burton's going to just monster that rebound. She just kind of take it out of the hands of a Scottsburg girl. They get it up the sideline. And that's going to be out of bounds. I thought Sydney touched it, but they're going to say she did not touch it. They turn over Eastern basketball. Eastern's press working very well in this quarter. Addie Smith brings the ball up. Over to Avery, gets it to Hunter. Hunter back around the horn to Addie. She's going to drive down the sideline. Throws it up. It's going to be out of bounds. Coach Drury did not like this. Addie Smith got hit pretty good. No call by the lead official there. They get the ball into Avery Smith. Gets it to Addie Smith for three. No good. Oh, man. Looks like Burton's going to get tripped there. Burton went down kind of hard. That foul's going to be on 34, McNeely. It's like her second. Just on the rebound, but Burton went down kind of hard. But she was able to get up. Inbound to Avery Smith. Gets it into Burton. Burton turns back to her right. Going to miss rebound there by Barrett. Kicks out to Hunter. Hunter for three. No good. Rebound by Burton. Burton's got to have 8 or 10 rebounds. Missed by Avery Smith. Gets it to Sterrett. He puts it up. Also no good. The foul is going to be on 30. Justice. Again, that's going to be another offensive rebound there. Several offensive rebounds for Musketeers. Just not able to put one in. There, its first free throw is banked in. That is good. At this point, I don't care how they go in, as long as they go in. Eastern takes a second free throw is no good. Eastern takes a 17-7 advantage. It's down the sideline to Age, out to Eldridge, over to McNeely. She's going to pull up on the left side, no good. Rebound Sterrett. She's going to get jammed, kind of trapped on the rebound, trying to pivot out. She's going to get fouled. That foul's going to be on 25, Stillions. This is her first foul. Addie looking to bring it out again. I think you just keep working the ball until we get a good look. Don't need to force anything. I think everybody's on kind of just a little antsy right now. Just keep working the offense until we get a good look. Addie Smith's going to pull up for about 10. Air ball, no good. They're going to get a jump ball. Looks like Scottsburg's out of bounds. They're going to say jump ball between Sterrett and Eldridge. Bailey Robbins going to check into the game for the Musketeers. Inbound to Robbins, gets it in the wing, gets it into Burton. Burton puts it up and good. Eldridge bringing up the sideline, throws it over the top to Stillions. Almost had a steal there, gets it to Age. Age is going to pull up a little 10-footer and good. She gets her first bucket of the game. Patty gets it inside to, it's going to be Sterrett. Looks like it's going to be kicked out of bounds there by a Scottsburg player. Craner and Hunter are going to check into the game. I think Grogan's going to check back in for Scottsburg. Inbound to Burton. Burton's going to shot back against Grogan. Grogan playing with 3 fouls. Misses her layup. She's going to get her own rebound. Burton's going to fire for 3. No good. Rebound hits the Eldridge. She's going to take it herself. Gets it up. It's going to be McNeely on the baseline. Drives down the baseline. Looks like she's going to step out of bounds. Would have had an open layup there, but she stepped out of bounds. 19-9 in favor of the Musketeers. And you just kind of keep waiting to see when is the shoe going to drop here. Get the ball into Burton. Burton turns, no good. A little bit of contact, but he just kind of turned and chucked it. Grogan's going to fire for 3. No good. That's going to be rebound Addie Smith. Addie looking to run. Finds Robbins. Full court, almost threw it away. Robbins is going to try to throw it off a Scottsburg player to just keep the possession. Just over 4 minutes to play. Eastern with a 10-point advantage. It'll be Addie Smith going to drive. He's going to lose the ball. It's going to be out of bounds. I think Coach Daniels for Scottsburg wanted an offensive foul. It just looked ugly. I couldn't tell if Addie just fell down or what happened. The ball went out of bounds. Robbins thought about a three. She's going to get blocked. It'll be Eldridge going the other way. Gets it inside, tries to get it inside to Stillion. She comes up with it. And that's going to be out of bounds. It's going to go back to Scottsburg. Just some really sloppy basketball right now. Really kind of by both teams. Just neither team being assertive and strong passes, two-hand catches. Balls just kind of bouncing around. And see if Eastern can clean this up a little bit here in the second half. 3:35 to play. Honor in the corner. That's a Burton. Burton wide open. Gets around the horn to Addie Smith. Finds Honor. Honor for three and good. And Eastern is going to call a timeout. Eastern with a 13-point advantage, 22-9. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely picks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker, so after the first one picks you out, you see the second, and you're like, oh, right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your betters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
And we're back. 3:17 to play here in this third quarter. Eastern on top, 22-9. Doing a nice job defensively, whether in the half court or the full court. Scottsburg just not able to get anything going. So, sorry, I got confused. I saw a student. Well, we got a student official. He had the business shirt on. He came out on the floor. I thought, where did one of the officials go? But he's probably doing one of our middle school games. We've got a handful of student officials that fill in, do quite a few of those games for us. Always great for those guys if you're interested in officiating. Always get out and help. It's always great to, one, support these student athletes, but two, just to be able to get out and help your schools get these things done. Scottsburg's being trapped in the full court. It's going to be tipped there by Robbins, stolen by Addie Smith. Robbins going to fire for three, no good. Ends up in the hands of Bronner, and that's going to be a jump ball. Bronner just checked in on that last timeout. I didn't see her come back in. Justice looks like going to check back in for Scottsburg. Scottsburg going with kind of a 4-cross look against the press. 22-9, 3:04 to play. Justice goes in. It's going to be ticked by Robbins, stolen by Honor. Trainer going to pull up from the free throw line for two and good. Get her first points of the contest. Another deflection ends up in the hands of Stillions. Back to Grogan. Grogan's going to drive. The ball looks like it's going to be deflected. It was blocked there by Bronner, but the ball ended up out of bounds. Robbins tried to save it, but she was out of bounds. You can see just a little bit of momentum heading in favor of the Lady Musketeers. See if they can finish this quarter strong. It's going to be McNeely. Shot fake goes left. She's going to put it up. She's going to get fouled. Foul is going to be on 22, Katie Honor. It's her first, and McNeely's going to go to the line for two. Her first free throw is no good. That looks like that's Scottsburg's just first free throw of the night. – 24-9. Second free throw up is good. And Scottsburg cuts to 14. Eastern down the sideline. Trainer in the corner for three and good. That was a quick ball movement to get an open look. They're going to get a foul there on Katie Honor. She's just a little too aggressive on the ball. Looks like this is Eldridge kind of fell down there. And Katie Hunter picks up her second. Lights there going to check in. I think she's going to check in either way. That's going to be a weak pass stolen by Robbins. Robbins is going to get an easy two. They're going to get an offensive foul there. Eldridge was going down the sideline. Robbins is in position. They're going to get an offensive foul there on just Eldridge. Her first. And it's going to be another turnover. Eastern basketball. And he gets it into Robbins. Back to Addie Smith. Gets it into Eliza Sterrett. Almost stolen by Grogan. Finds Robbins. Tries to split. It's going to be tipped away. Ends up in a scramble there between Grogan and Bronner. And it ends up back in Robbins' hands. Robbins for an easy two. It's been a lot of pinball tonight. Just ball kind of bouncing around all over the place. They get the ball up to, it's going to be up to Stillions. Ball scrambled around in the middle. It's going to be a jump ball or a foul, either one. That is going to be a jump ball. And Scottsburg not just able not to be able to grab the basketball, and just a lot of loose balls, tips, and deflections, and bouncing around. He's going to bring it up against this zone. Robbins finds Trainer in the corner. Trying to look inside, gets it to Bronner. Ball was tipped. Looks like it was tipped by Bronner. Then Grogan was able to throw the ball off of her. Going to go back to Scottsburg. Eldridge gets it up to other Eldridge. He's going to go cross court to Justice. Justice is going to fire for three. No good. Rebound. Sterrett. Looking to run. Gets it up to Trainer. Trainer finds Bronner. To Sterrett. Sterrett kicks it over to Robbins. Robbins kind of a shot fake. Tries to go around Eldridge. And Eldridge kind of just puts her on her rear end. And looks like Bailey Robbins is going to go to the line for two. That was one. I don't know if that's a great player on the Eldridge. I know that she kind of bit on the fake, and Robbins probably wouldn't know the buyer. I don't think it was malicious or anything, but she was going to make sure she did get an easy one. Robbins' first one up is no good. Second one is good. Gets the ball to Stillions, to Eldridge. Had Grogan open, kind of threw it at her knees. Grogan, they're going to get a foul. I think the fans wanted a foul there. Grogan makes a move kind of back to her left. They're going to get a foul there on Bailey Robbins. And Grogan's going to go to the line for two. This could be her first points of the game. First one is no good. And Eastern on top 32-10 with a 22-point advantage. Grogan's second one is also no good. Rebound Robbins. Robbins going to the sideline. Gets all the way to the lanes. Lays it up. No good. So the Eldridge coming up back to the way, finds Stillions. Stillions going to fire for three. No good. May have been tipped. Rebound Addie Smith gets it to Robbins. Robbins looking ahead. Finds Trainer. Trainer going to fire for three. No good. Bronner was right there. She's no good. Bronner had the rebound. Again, we just got to find that square. She shot that ball off the top of the backboard. Just find that square. The square is your best friend when you're a post player. Ball out of bounds, going to go back to Eastern. Robbins on top, just underside of 30 seconds to play. Robbins on the wing. She's going to fire for three. Banks it in. Again, it's not pretty, but we don't care at this point. Casper gets the ball up to Justice. Finds Eldridge, pulls up in the lane. No good. Grogan's got to put offensive rebound and puts it back for two. And Grogan gets her first points of the game. Robbins going to fire for three from the wing. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. The final of the third quarter is 35-12 in favor of the Lady Musketeers. We are going to cut to the commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
When conditions get tough, the road to adventure doesn't have to end. Keep driving all winter long on tires you can trust. Between September 24th and December 9th, get $80 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. See www.michelinman.com/auto/deals-promotion-man-rebates for complete details. Offer expires December 9th, 2025.
And we're back here for the fourth quarter of this contest. Lady Musketeers on top, 35-12 over the Scottsburg Warriorettes. Got this game pretty well in hand, but again, not our greatest display. But in that quarter, we were able to put up 21 points. Kind of what I was expecting to get, 20 points a quarter. So I kind of thought we might get into the 60s and 70s for us, but we'll see. 35-12 in a new quarter. We'll see if we can kind of just put some just cleanup touches on this. Each are going back with Addie Avery Smith, Katie Hunter, Sydney Burton, and Emma Bronner. Gets out of bounds. Scottsburg's going to inbound. They're going back with McNeely. Looks like Age. That's going to be free there by Eldridge. No good. Addie Smith on the rebound. And then they're going back with Grogan and Gago, sorry. Going to be in the corner to Hunter. Hunter's going to fire for three and good. That's her third three of the contest. Eldridge gets it over to Age, up to McNeely, over to Gago. Ball tipped, it ends up back in Eldridge's hands. Finds it's going to be Age for three. Air ball no good. Just rebound Burton. Double high ball screen there. Finds Avery Smith going to fire for three. Kind of a rare look for her. She doesn't shoot a ton of threes, but she was open. No good. Rebound Scottsburg. Eldridge gets it up to Gago. Looks at the drive. Going up against Burton. Kicks it to Grogan. Little 10-footer on the baseline. No good. Rebound Avery Smith. Gets it to her sister. Double high ball screen. Avery Smith again gets it into Burton. Burton, little baseline jumper. No good. Rebound Scottsburg. Yeah, I'd love City to make a move there. That's going to be a travel there by Gago. City's got to make a move. She just kind of shooting over defenders. She's kind of helter-skelter. She's kind of off balance. Just try to make a move and get to the rim as opposed to just kind of shooting off balance or over the shoulder kind of thing. Addie brings it up just over 6 minutes to play. Double high ball screen set. Scottsburg still in that zone. Hunter left wide open in the corner for three. No good. Rebound Scottsburg. I think that I don't have the stats on this, but I think Riley H. may be their leading rebounder. She's the smallest player on the floor. McNeely, nice move there on Hunter. Gets out to Gago. Gago's trying to get into the lane. Gets it back to McNeely. Gets it out to Grogan. Grogan going up against Bronner. Puts it up. Makes a nice little shot fake. I thought Bronner played that well. I thought she had good defensive position, but they're going to get Bronner for a foul. Grogan's going to go to the line 4-2. (38-12), 5:59 to play. Grogan's first one is no good. Like Liza Sarah's going to check in for the Musketeers. Grogan's second one is up and also no good. Rebound there by Addie Smith. And 38-12. Eastern with a 26-point advantage right now. Over to Honor. Back out to Addie Smith. Kicks it back to Honor. Honor on the wing to Avery Smith on the corner for three. No good. Going to be rebounded there by Burton. Burton finds Honor. Top of the key. She thought about a three. Back to Avery Smith. Trying to drive this time. Gets it back out to Addie Smith. She's going to try to get in the lane. Little runner, no good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up, no good. And she's going to go on for two. Foul's going to be on 10. Gago. Looks like her third. Scottsburg is able to control, or Eastern able to control the offensive glass pretty much the entirety of this game. Addie Smith's first free throw is good. And it's crazy to say, but that is her first points of the game. This would be a rare occurrence for Addie. She's led us about 13, 14 points pretty much every single game. She's able to cash in and get both the lows. Elton brings it up for Scottsburg. Gets it out to Gago. Round to McNeely. McNeely driving left side. Looks like it's blocked there by Honor. Good defense there by Katie Honor. Katie's just so long, able to get her hand on about anything. Scottsburg inbound, gets it to McNeely. Out top to Gago. The high ball screen there for Eldridge. Pulls up to the free throw line. And that is good there for Addie Eldridge. Her first bucket of the game. And Scottsburg's first points of the quarter. Ball's in the wing to Avery Smith. Gets it inside to Burton. Ball was fumbled out of it. Or it looks like she's going to come back up. They're going to call her out of bounds. She's going to spin back, and she's going to get fouled and one. Fouls on 10, Gago. Burton's going to get 2 plus a free throw. But the way he signaled, I thought that was out of bounds, but she spun back and was able to put it in. They're going to get a foul call. Burton's free throw is no good. Going to be tipped out of bounds by Eastern, so it's going to be Scottsburg basketball. Eastern on top, 42-14. Eldridge gets it to McNeely, driving it, gets into the lane, kicks it to Stillions. Over to Gago, back out to McNeely. McNeely does a pretty nice job of getting in the lane. That's going to be Eldridge for three. No good. Rebound there by Burton. Inside of 4 minutes to play. Avery Smith's going to fire for three again. No good. Rebound Honor. It's it back to Honor's hands. Gets it over to Avery. Back to Addie Smith. Fires for three. No good. Rebound there by Sterrett. She's going to put it up, and that's good. Again, just controlling the offensive glass. Eastern. Scottsburg looking to run. That was Riley Age going up the sideline. Just kind of ran into Avery Smith, but they're going to get Avery for a foul. Riley Age is going to go to the line for two. Scottsburg with a 30-point advantage. Age's free throw is good. Kind of a weird defensive play. It didn't feel like a ton of contact, but Avery quite a bit bigger and stronger than Age. Riley Age, just a freshman, is seeing quite a bit of minutes for this Warriorette team. Looks like Eldridge a freshman, or this Eldridge a freshman, Riley Age a freshman, Justice a freshman. So quite a few freshmen on this varsity team. Avery Smith's going to fire for three. It's going to be off the rebound by Burton. She puts it up no good. Rebound by Sterrett, puts it up no good. Gets another offensive rebound by Sterrett. She's going to get fouled. Foul's going to be on 32. or 23, sorry, that's going to be age. And Liza Sterrett's going to go to the line for 2. In 4 opportunities in that exchange right there. Sterrett's free throw is good. And that will be 29 points, 30 or 45 to 16. And that second one is a miss. And they're kind of laughing. I think she airballed that one. Scottsburg is going to call a timeout. 2:56 to play. 45 to 16 in favor of the Lady Musketeers. That is going to be a full timeout. We'll cut to probably one last commercial break, and then we'll be right back to finish the contest. Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
At Papa John's, get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order 2 or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium one-topping pizza, boneless or traditional wings, papadilla, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic knots, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to eat your food, check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
And we are back here, again, 2:56 to play here in the fourth quarter. Looks like Scottsburg's going to put in a few more of their freshmen. It looks like number 11, sophomore Sophie Riley. And then number 3, that's Kylie Miles, the freshman. And it looks like 20. Doesn't look like I can see that number very well. That's wrong. It looks like 3 of their JV players, 21, and that's Olivia Rose, also a freshman. See if we can finish out this 3 minutes, give these girls some minutes. Again, Grogan just a sophomore, McNeely just a sophomore. Really just a lot of youth on this team. So, again, we'll see the future is going to be only brighter for this team as they get some experience and get some more minutes. It'll be Riley, brings it down, gets it to Justice. Justice tries to get into the lane. Gets it over to Riley. Riley out to Grogan. Grogan driving baseline against Sterrett. Looks like almost stolen by. They're going to get a travel right there. I did not see. It looks like it looked to me like they hit the ball out of our hands, but they're going to get a travel there. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Addie out to Hunter. Over to Avery Smith. Gets it to Addie in the corner. Inside to Burton, one-on-one against Grogan. So, turn around. That's going to be good for Sydney Burton. Eastern of the night, a better job in this fourth quarter, just trying to get one-on-one situations in the post. That's where going to weave action, gets it to Grogan. Grogan's going to get down the lane. She's going to fire right in the middle lane. No good. Rebound there by Sterrett. As Eastern's going to call a timeout. Looks like they're just doing the substitutions. And all of those seniors are going to get a well-deserved round of applause. Again, we'll keep our thoughts and prayers with Abby Fowlers. I see she got some ice on her knee. They've got some stretches out for her. Hopefully there's no significant damage and nothing of any serious damage there. Again, she's got a huge spring ahead of her. So it's going to be Bailey Trainer, Bailey Robbins, Ashton and Ellie Johanningsmeyer, then Emma Bronner checking in. Little 5-out offense here. Trainer gets it over to Robbins. Robbins gets it into the paint. Gets it to tries to get it to Bronner. Ends up stolen there by Scottsburg. We tipped out of bounds. Don't exactly know where Robbins is going with that one. 1:37 to play. Eastern with a 31-point advantage. It's going to be Eldridge brings it down. That's going to be Riley fires for 3. No good. Rebound there by Ashton Johanningsmeyer. Robbins brings it up. Trainer over to Robbins. Robbins back to Trainer. Over to Allie Johanningsmeyer. Allie, a little bit of contact. Gets it to Robbins. Robbins pulls up top of the key. No good. Rebound there by Scottsburg. Riley going to bring it down sideline. Gets it out to Eldridge. Eldridge going to drive right side, no good. That's going to be 21, Olivia Rose on the putback. Just kind of in the right place at the right time. Inside of a minute, 40 seconds to play. Alexander out to Robbins. Looks like they're going to be content to kind of just run out the clock. Robbins gets in the lane. She's going to try to get to the rim. She's going to lay in. Scottsburg gets it over to Riley. Out to Eldridge. Eldridge's going to be stolen. No, almost stolen there. Gets it to Justice. Time expires. Rose is going to, and they're going to say Rose's basket is going to count. She's going to get another two there at the end of this game. We are going to step for a quick commercial break, and then we will be right back with some thoughts on this contest.
High school sports have a unique way of setting the tone for our entire school community. How? By demanding our very best, no matter who we are.
Every student, coach, parent, and fan has a responsibility to practice good sportsmanship at athletic events. It's on each of us to lead by example with our behavior.
The way we behave is not only a reflection of our own character, but of our schools as well. It lets everyone know this is how we do things at our school. This is what we expect. This is who we are.
So, whether you're playing, coaching, or cheering, always demonstrate integrity with your words, actions, and attitudes at our athletic events. Our school's image is up to us.
I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty. Help set the tone by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is leading by example. This is leaving a positive impression. This is your IHSAA.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. So as we wrap up tonight's game, again, Eastern victorious 49-20. It looks like after that main basket there at the end of the game by Rose. Some stats for Scottsburg. Addie Eldridge had 2. Riley H. had 4. Rose had 2 points, or 4 points right there at the very end of the game. I mean, Neely had that strong first half. She ended up with 8 points on the game. And then Grogan had 2 for a total of 20. For the Musketeers, Bailey Trainer had 5. Sydney Burton with 9. Addie Smith with just 2 points tonight. Katie Hunter with 9. Avery Smith with 3. Bailey Robbins looks like she had 10 on the night. Emma Bronner had 2. And then Eliza Starrett chipped in, 9. So it's a fairly balanced attack for the Lady Musketeers, pretty much all the way around for everybody. Really, that first half is so slow kind of getting off the blocks. We just couldn't seem to get a shot to fall. Fortunately, Orchid Scottsburg, our defense was able to keep them at bay pretty much the whole night. They weren't really able to get anything going the whole night. But Eastern able to come out with a win. Again, they will be in action on Saturday against Silver Creek. Silver Creek will be, again, the number 1 team in 3A. We've got our hands full. We're going to have to play quite a bit better than what we did tonight to see if we can't give them a game. Their coaches were here tonight scouting. I'm sure they're going to have a plan ready to go. Obviously, they are led by Shane, just a fantastic shooter, and then Brooklyn Wren, who is going to the University of Kansas next year. 2 just really phenomenal players, and really just a whole cast of talented players who can handle the ball. But again, as you get ready for the postseason, I think it's one of those things you want to balance what you do. You want to be ready. Obviously, everybody wants wins, and everybody wants to really be playing, get that crazy good record. But really, you want to be able to just play well. Eastern advances to 14-5 with 3 games left, and it's kind of like what can we still improve as we go into the sectional? We'd love to win 3 games, but obviously we want to be ready for the tournament. That's our goal. So, so Saturday at next week at Paoli, and then at Borden. we'll be playing for a conference championship. So quite a bit at stake here in these last 3 games. And most importantly, what can we still improve? What can we get ready for this season? Again, we want to say hats off to the seniors, just a special group of young ladies, just great people. They've all had just phenomenal careers in various sports. They've represented Eastern High School well. They've represented their families well. They will get a chance to play here. So senior night's always kind of bittersweet when you have your senior night, but you are going to get a chance to play the sectional here. So they will get to see this gymnasium and court again in some more games. But how special would it be if they can bring in a sectional championship on their home court in their senior year? Again, this is a few weeks away. So we look forward to Sunday night. We will be seeing what the draw will be for the sectionals in the area. I'm sure that we'll get that out there to you. Having said that, we are going to sign off. Again, you guys, everybody stay safe. We will be in action Saturday. I think we will have that on the broadcast, barring anything crazy with the weather, and we'll see. We'll kind of keep everybody posted there. So stay safe, stay warm. And again, this has been Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLM.